Being live. It's a Tuesday. It is the Martin Fowler. We love Martin Fowler. He's a great guy. Martin Fowler stand-up Scrum thing that we have. It's Puneet and Piotr and Sam. So news from my side. The main thing, yesterday afternoon, pairing with Michael, and we got a couple of things done. We got we dried out the static website. This is the middleman, and so we started using middleman data and partials and things, and that worked, and that was nice. We can just see, I mean, the site doesn't look any different as a consequence. It was purely refactoring, but we can see, I think, here we go. That's the site. The site hasn't changed at all, but we've dried out the templates in the back end, so that was a pleasing thing to have done. Hey, Raoul. So a bit of drying out there. We then moved on to a bit of setting up a ghost blog, which we've done, and we were just experimenting with pulling the style sheets for the middleman site into the ghost blog, and we've basically got that working. We're using a Git submodule to pull our ghost profile into the. We've put ghost onto Heroku for our sins, and anyway, that was kind of interesting and fun yesterday. That's the big things there. Also yesterday I pushed out the week 3. We did our soft launch week 3 for everyone of 2. I need to do the emails for that today. I didn't get any transcribing work done yesterday. I'm going to need to get on with that. Other news. Lots of lovely pull requests. Website 1 and local support, and I have this morning managed to review and post comments on all those that you may have seen. I think and so my agenda today, probably try and get some transcribing done this morning, and maybe some pairing in the afternoon. We will see. Let's go on to Piotr. How are things with you?
So yesterday I was working on this rearranging sub pages for Google.
Local support, yep.
Which is called site links, in fact. So I made some research, or made some only little changes to the, in fact, not the view, but the sitemap XML. I read that it might help also Google to use algorithms that take right site links. But I didn't find anything in views that I could make better. So I think that's not a problem. There is no clear manual on how to set up the site links, because Google, of course, is not showing how their algorithms are working. But there are some hints in the internet what you can do to make it happen. And you cannot set up the site links, but you can demote site links. So as a webmaster, probably I cannot do that. You can do that as a webmaster of the site. You can demote site links that you don't want. So I wrote all this in the pull request, and probably we can do some minor changes as well to try to help in the site links thing. And I also was making some changes after your comments to other pull requests. So that's what I was doing yesterday.
Yes, great. Yes, and thanks for the updates there. Yeah, wonderful. Thanks for the excellent summary there. In that, I've now merged that in and started to get set up to verify with the webmasters thing. So we'll see. It's a kind of fiddly, but I think it's a good thing to get into. So well done with that. And yes, I've got the other of your pull requests. Yeah, we'll keep on. We'll maybe come to that at the end. But so nothing particularly blocking you at the moment, Piotr. Everything under control.
Yeah, everything under control. I think so, at least.
Yeah, it looks under control to me. Good stuff. All right, Puneet, how are things going with you?
I'm good. Just I think I was just checking the waffle board yesterday. So what item to pick next? So probably I'll decide it by today.
Yes, sure. Good stuff. Yeah, we've. I was just saying, you probably saw Raoul. Yeah, I think Puneet's pull request here probably ready to go.
I was just reviewing that now.
Excellent. Yeah, talking about the waffle board, I guess on the, let's maybe just have a little, well, I guess we'll maybe come back to that at the end. Let's allow Puneet, I guess there's nothing specific blocking you, so let's just go on to Raul. Yeah, Raul, how are things with you?
Nothing much to report on my side. I was just jumping into to catch up with you guys in terms of because I saw yesterday you were talking about some issue with the post, and also just to clarify the time for Friday's meeting.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. So yeah, Wednesday I've got this other thing, but so yeah, I'm thinking that maybe the what is it? Yeah, do the kickoff. That's basically the same time, but just shift it 2 days forward to the Friday. So if that, I think you said that works for you. And if that time's work for you, let's use that time. It's probably easier, rather than moving it forwards or backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then did you have any other? And then what was the other? I mean, I guess we could have a little conversation about Ghost and stuff or whatever, but was that maybe we'll just take another pass round before we do that. Yeah. What was the other thing that was on your mind?
No, that was all for now.
Oh, okay, sure. I guess my quick question for you is where have you got Ghost hosted?
Craft Academy at the moment, we're hosting it on DigitalOcean.
Right. Okay.
And in the past, I've hosted it on what was that again? OpenShift, was it?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I think it's OpenShift that I've hosted it before.
Yes, I mean, and I saw with Ghost, the docs they recommend. I mean, they've got, things like this, and I was kind of like, oh, we ended up we've got it running on Heroku actually. There was a little thing. I guess the advantage of DigitalOcean over Heroku is probably just price.
Yeah, I guess. How much would it cost us to do that on Heroku?
Well, at the moment it's not costing us anything. Although of course it's got the 18 hours, and then there's the lag time of it. I mean, on the DigitalOcean, is it pretty nippy? Is it pretty fast?
Yeah, it works pretty good.
Yeah.
So we're getting away with a droplet of $5, and that's like 512 RAMs and
right.
20 gig SSD.
And that's the DigitalOcean don't have a free tier.
No,
no,
we don't.
No.
So what will happen is if for instance someone refers you, you'll get 2 months. You'll get $10 credit.
Okay.
To use first 2 months. Yeah.
I'll have to make sure that when I start using it, I get referred by you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we used this. We found there was a one button click to deploy Ghost to Heroku, and it was so tempting, the purple button, that we were like, oh, and then we had it on. We'll have to see what the performance is like. But just out of interest, the Craft Academy theme that you developed, did you just mix that in with your own Ghost thing, or did you put that as a separate thing on GitHub?
It is a separate thing on GitHub. So just like you did, it's a submodule in the main repository.
Oh, and you use submodule as well to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So we've got our AV Ghost theme there. Okay. Cool beans. All right. Well, that's reassuring. I mean, I'm often keen to know: am I doing something similar to someone else, or am I just totally off piece? So that's that was good to cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Well, very, very pleased to be able to chat with you about that, Raul. Sorry for if that was holding up Puneet and Piotr, not necessarily so interesting to you. Just a couple of things I wanted to quickly do there. So I mean, I guess Raul, we don't have anything else that we need to work out critically at the moment.
Did you manage to sort out the problem with Code Climate?
I had a response from the Code Climate people, and I made the change, and we're just now waiting for a new pull request on website 1 to see if we get an exciting code. So, which neatly segues us to, of course, Puneet, who will be is thinking about working on something else. So we could have a little look at the waffle board for website 1, and yeah. So, Puneet, are you familiar with Code Climate?
Nope.
No. So Code Climate is this system that basically does kind of like a code review of your code using various metrics, and it gives you kind of a score. So we can see here that we've got a score of 3.54. It's, you know, the American grading system that goes from 0 to 4.
Right.
Yeah. So they have, you know, they do this, and they basically, you know, can show you points in your code where it's not looking very good. So I'm quite pleased to see here that this is the event helper, which we worked on previously, has gone from a C to an A. You see the comparison there. Is it there? Yeah. So this is some refactoring that we were doing, and yeah, that's nice to see that that's improved. We can also see that oh dear, user has gotten worse. Probably my fault. Let's have a look there. We've got the. Oh, that one doesn't show me the code. Oh, but also, well, not just me. It's a combination of. Well, who knows what that? Combination of all of us making.
Don't be so harsh on you.
But sometimes, look, you can see like the event helper. Sometimes things have to get worse before they can get better. You now see that.
Right.
But so and it tells you about hotspots. But so I've always thought CodeClimate was great, but they in the past they didn't have. Like, really what you want is CodeClimate comments on the pull request, and in the past they didn't have that, and we used, on local support we've got Hound. There's other systems that do comments on pull requests. It's still not awesome. Anyway, but apparently, in principle, if I've now got it set up correctly, then the next pull request coming into website 1 will have like a review of, you know, hotspots and pointers and tips and so on. We will see. We will see if we can get it to work. And if it works well, I may end up removing Hound from local support, which is sort of hit and miss at best, and we might use CodeClimate there. So you'll see it. Sort of duplication in articles controller. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Right. So yeah, if you're looking for things to work on, Puneet, I guess there's these two UX bugs here, 934 and 935. Agile Ventures are definitely reasonable low-hanging fruit if you're wanting something to work on. Was there anything else that was taking your fancy?
No, I think this will be fine.
Yeah. Cool. Great stuff. Okay. Well, and unless you need any more advice, I guess we'll just flip back to Piotr, and yeah. So I guess Piotr, for us, it's. Do we need to have? Should we have a little chat? No, I've lost the. Remember, it was going to different.
Yeah, we may talk about finishing this friendly ID.
The custom parser, yes. So we were just. We've been having a little bit of a chat in here. So yeah, so this one here, I think we were. Oh well, no. Yeah. What do you think about my latest comment here? We're talking about the presence of this comment and this checking for self-name nil in here.
So I guess that we can do that, but I put it there to just fix some failing spec. So
sure.
I can just try it and then run the spec, and I'll see if it's working. But because in general, I don't see any obstacle to do that.
No, and I think my motivation here is, in general, you know, that comments are a bit of a sign of a problem, and if we can fix the thing and remove the comment, and maybe then that's a good thing. What I'm saying here, I don't know if you've necessarily absorbed yet, is I think it's I guess what I'm suggesting is, rather than having a check, you know, having this check kind of outside this, if we make this service more robust so that it can handle the nil, then it kind of, you know, I mean, not that we will necessarily reuse this, you know, but more it's a sort of a general principle of, if the entities themselves can handle bad data, then we don't have to check, you know, externally the data that's doing it, and then that makes this method smaller, and we don't need the comment and so on. So.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then, and here I think we just had a slight misunderstanding. Yes. So I guess the question is then, should we? So this is for our service as a base organization spec.
So basically, what I did here at test are just checking if the slug is set correctly.
Yes.
but I'm not sure if that's all I should check, or maybe there is something else I should check.
Well, and I think that's a situation where we might want to use the test coverage to guide us. I mean, you can be thinking about. I mean, you've done the first thing, which is like thinking about, oh, well, these are the different cases, and I want to make sure that all those different cases work. That's great. One could be trying to think of corner cases for these things, but I don't know that that's. You know, I think if they occur to us, that's fine. Later on, if they hit us as bugs, we'll add, you know, we'll react to the bug by adding a test to it. But I think that the good indicator of, you know, how, whether we've got a reasonable set of tests is our test coverage. So we should be able to go and have a look here and look at the test coverage. And in particular, so we've now got this, you know, set up. So that's not what I wanted to look at, is it? No, I wanted to look at this one, right? So if the test coverage of those things, so the base organization there is covered, that means that you know, we've got the slugs. You know, this is being exercised. Yeah. I guess have we got the setup slug? I mean, I guess the thing that so I would say superficially that seems like the sufficient coverage. Have we in this pull request? The battery setup slug. That's the service itself. So
go on. You would like to have a separate test for a setup slug service.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of. It maybe seems to me like that what we're kind of doing is these tests. Maybe they belong just in their own separate. They're all tests of the setup slug. They're not really tests of the base organization. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they were originally created for base organization, but then I moved the code to the service, so I didn't move the spec. So maybe yeah.
So I think that's probably it. And I think if we so just over there. Maybe if we move these to setup slug spec and ensure the coverage is maintained, then we should be good to go. Yeah, I think that's probably up the size of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So we can definitely. I think we can probably wrap that one up. I will have a try at verifying through this search console. I did try to do this before through some different methods, and anyway, I'm going to try again and see if we can't do those other things that you were suggesting about the search engine optimization. Cool. Thanks so much for your work on this, guys. It's you know, the nice buzz. It was great to have. You know, we'll be doing video stand-ups every afternoon this week, and we've got and I'm just going to carry on doing that. There's been, you know, a really nice feeling recently in terms of a lot of stuff getting done, you know, real little breakthroughs in terms of code quality and so on. And I'm hoping we can move towards a thing where people, you know, yeah, thanks, Raoul, take care. Moving towards a situation where there's going to be more pairing opportunities. I was going to say, Piotr, there was a guy, Raj, who's worked on local support before. He was in the afternoon stand-up yesterday. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you guys are all doing great work independently, and I think the pull request model is working well. But you know, I'll do my best to try and help make pair opportunities available for you if I can.
Okay, then. Thank you, Sam.
All right, nice one. Okay, thanks, Puneet. Thanks, Piotr. I'll catch you a bit later.
See you later.
Sure, Sam.
All right,
Thanks.
bye for now.
Bye. Good luck, Piotr.